Operator.
Police, please.
One moment, ma'am.
Police department.
I would like to report a murder.
Can we have your location?
1414 Dimsdale Road. Mrs. Fields?
Yes.
It's done.
Only one shot fired, just like the rest of them.
And his wife?
Seemingly fine.
Anything else?
We found the victim gagged with a white glove.
Show me.
Sir.
It's not all, Detective. Take a look at this.
The other 6 were just the same.
Any idea what it could mean?
Maybe the killer's initial? Something of that nature.
Can I ask you a question, sir?
Go on, kid.
Have you ever considered that maybe the sick bastard is a woman?
What makes you say that?
Well, we found long strands of blonde hair at the scene. So either he had a special lady friend coming over, or he might have a femme fatale.
It's possible, but unlikely. If anyone knows anything, it's this poor man's wife. Bring Mrs. Fields in for questioning.
On it, sir.
Seventh this month.
State your name for the record, please.
Elvira Fields. Detective Cross, do you really think this is necessary?
Standard procedure, ma'am.
Ridiculous.
You seem to be doing well for being newly widowed. Must be a very strong woman.
I'd like to think so. No man like him deserves a single tear.
How do you mean?
The past few years I've been practically on my own. Always out with his pals. Code word for mistresses, of course. It's not going to be that much different.
Here we are.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's exciting, isn't it?
Detective.
Has a nice ring to it.
It's not going to be that much different though, right?
What do you mean?
Well, sure, you'll be working more hours, but you already work overtime. It's not going to be that big of a change, right?
It's most definitely a big change.
Well, yes. For you, yes. But for us... we will be fine.
Detective? Detective? Detective!
Sorry, ma'am.
What was that about?
It's nothing of your concern, ma'am.
All you men are the same.
The same. How so?
Disloyal. Lying. Manipulative. Do you have regrets, Detective?
Don't we all? And this is all men. Disloyal, lying, manipulative.
It only takes one rotten apple to spoil the barrel, Detective. Not all men, but most. Men do nothing but lie.
Is that so?
Repeated lies can break a woman. In some cases, a woman disallows herself any feeling of sympathy towards that man in particular, or men as a whole. Marriage isn't as fantastical as they make it out to be. But I'm sure that's something you're quite familiar with.
On the contrary, ma'am, I've been happily married for 4 years.
Are you?
Am I what?
Are you happy?
Answer me honestly.
Not doing this right now, Jane.
Yes. You are. Three years. We've been married, and you do nothing but make me feel like a burden and an inconvenience. Are you happy?
What?
Are you happy with me? Answer.
Peachy.
All men are, in some way, cheats.
And the same goes for your husband.
Of course. And likely the same for you.
How do you mean?
You found a lovely girl who would do anything for you. Settled down with her. Maybe had a few kids to carry on your name, or at least tried. But then you grew tired. You yearned for something new. Still, you stayed with her. You wanted so badly to be without her, but being alone was far worse than being with her. Still, somehow you're not the villain here. We always are. Oh, she was crazy. She was controlling. She's not the same woman I married. Are all excuses you boys love to use. She is and always will be the issue. So you begin to look elsewhere.
Are you accusing me of committing adultery, man?
No. Should I? Well. Did you?
Did you?
Did I? Did I what?
Did you sleep with her?
What?
Did you sleep with her?
You're delusional.
What did you just call me?
Delusional!
Delusional. I'm delusional? I'm delusional because you come home at 5 a.m. trying to sneak in through the house. I'm delusional because you constantly are smelling of another woman's perfume. Or maybe it was a lipstick stain. God, do you think that I'm fabricating this all up in my mind for my own entertainment? No, a scarlet letter would have been more discreet.
All right, fine! I slept with her! You're right, is that what you want? And let me tell you this. I've enjoyed my time with her far more than I ever have with you. And you have no one but yourself to blame for that.
Stop it.
Oh, what? Did that hurt your feelings a little? Like I care. What are you gonna do? Kick me out? You don't have the guts.
Get out.
What did you say to me?
Get out!
I'm not signing these.
Sign them.
You'll regret this.
I will kill you.
What's wrong, Detective? Feeling a bit guilty? Are we?
Get her out.
Pardon?
I said get her out! Mrs. Fields, you are under arrest for conspiracy to commit murder.
I'm sorry?
Anything you say can be used against you.
Get your hands off me! Just know that look in your eyes. That regret. It's not something so easily hidden.
Found long strands of blonde hair at the scene.
We will be fine.
I have more of the case files for you, sir.
Oh, wasn't expecting you so early.
You weren't?
It's very unlike you. Please sit. Well, how was work today?
Long.
I'm sorry, dear. That must be so rough.
Uh-huh.
You're always such a hard worker. I should really pay you more.
Well, maybe you should call down to the station. Tell them that.
I'm sure the chief would love that now, wouldn't he? How was Mrs. Fields today?
She was alright. She was acting a bit strange.
Always a funny one, that Elvira.
How'd you know I saw Mrs. Fields today?
I'm sorry?
I didn't tell you that I saw Mrs. Fields today.
Of course you did, dear. Do you remember?
Did she tell you?
What?
Did Elvira tell you that I met with her today?
Of course not, dear.
Then tell me how you know.
Anyways, what did she tell you?
What do you mean?
Did she tell you I shot that bastard in his head?
Janie, put the gun down, please.
Jane. My little Janie. What took you so long, huh?
Why'd you do all this?
I started talking to the other women in the town.
And I found so many other girls going through the exact same thing. Husbands cheating on them, screaming at them, and sometimes even beating them. And I thought, you know what? You know, maybe I am delusional. But I would rather be crazy than live in a world where men like you get to live without consequences.
What you're doing isn't right. You know that.
Now there's disloyalty, but that didn't stop you now, did it?
This is an entirely different thing.
Do you have any regrets?
Of course I do, Jane. If I could go back and do it all over differently, I would.
Then why didn't you?
Look, Jane, it's more complicated than that.
It is my turn to talk. It is my turn to make excuses. It is my turn to be in control. And it is my turn to make the decision. And this decision is the hardest decision that I've ever had to make.
All those men didn't have to die for you to get your point across.
Didn't they?
Look, Jane, let's just... Look, I want to start over again, okay?
Well, that's just too bad now, isn't it?
Janie, please, just put the gun down.